welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Loud Luxury Makeup. For today's Sunday morning, get ready with me. We are again playing with a bunch of new makeup. So earlier in the week, I posted my mystery box unboxing from Poshmark that I received, and I got a bunch of really great items. So we're gonna put some of those to the test and create almost a full face using all new to me makeup. So if you're interested to see what products I used to create this look, keep watching. To get started, we are going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Brightening Youth Glow Primer. I don't think I have picked up a new primer lately. I have quite the cart for the Bergdorf sale. And one of the things in it is the new Hourglass Primer. So I am going to pick that up and I will be reviewing it for you guys, but I hear it is amazing. So since I don't have anything new, I thought I'd go ahead and just use the Charlotte Tilbury. I really like this one. I think it's really good. All right, now we're gonna get into some of this new makeup that I received. So the first thing that we're gonna try out is the Chanel foundation, and this is the Vitalumiere Aqua, and I have shade 20 Beige. Now this is a very light foundation, like lightweight, and I typically go for a more fuller coverage, medium to full coverage. So I know that this is going to be a little bit on the light side for me, but we're going to try it anyway. See how I like it. This is what the bottle looks like. I shook it up real good, and now I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to take the Sonia G Jumbo Base to apply it today. I will say I think the color match is really good. It is like my perfect winter shade. So you can't really, yeah, it really doesn't give any coverage whatsoever. But I'm gonna add 2 layers, but the concealer that I'm gonna wear today also has quite a bit of coverage, so I think that that will be a nice balance. So right off the bat, what I noticed is that it doesn't smear. It doesn't, it doesn't settle into my pores or anything. I think it looks really, really nice on. It's described as a ultra light skin perfecting sunscreen makeup. So it has an SPF of 15, which I don't really think is a lot. This is not something that I would wear as my SPF, like out in the summer or anything. I would definitely layer the SPF because 15 is not very high. All right, so that's 2 layers. I think if you're someone who likes a lightweight foundation, this is a beautiful, beautiful foundation. I just prefer just a little bit more coverage. So the concealer that I have is this new KVD Good Apple Full Coverage Concealer. And I have shade medium 126. So let's open it up and see what we got. So here's the bottle. And I remember when I swatched it, when I opened it, it is definitely full coverage. So I'm gonna take just a little bit, and I think that's probably too much, because I remember it being pretty thick. So I'm going to take that same brush. Again, this is the Sonia G Jumbo Base. And I'm just going to blend it in. So I don't know if it's the foundation or the concealer or just the combination of the two. It feels really patchy where I applied that concealer. So I'm going to scoot in like around my chin. Like right here, it's really cakey, I guess is probably a better word. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and blend this out a little bit more. The problem is when it gets cakey, it's dry, and I don't want to make my face look silly, but I am just going to try and just buff and blend a little bit more. And I do think that that helped. Don't have a new eye primer, but the newest eye primer I have is this Chantecaille eye base. I mean, I don't know if you can see in like just how much I've used. I've used a lot. I really like it. So I'm just going to place that on my eye and let that sit down while I do the rest of my face. So this will definitely be a repurchase for me. I will definitely be getting more during a sale because this is really, really good. All right, so I have a new powder. So I have a sample here. It's not really a sample. I mean, it's like a deluxe sample size of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder. And it's in shade Translucent. So this is what I have. And it's 6 grams. So, I mean, it's a pretty decent size, but it's not full size. I don't reach for a lot of like white powders. They just scare me. But we're going to try it. I don't think that I need a lot of powder. I probably really don't need any powder with this foundation. And with that concealer, my face doesn't really seem too oily. So we'll just put a little bit on. I can't really say if it did anything, but there it is. For bronzer, I don't have a new bronzer, but I have a bronzer that I've been reaching for lately that I haven't used a lot before. And that is the Tom Ford Terra. So you can see like this is basically untouched. But I've really started reaching for it lately and I like it. So I'm going to take my Chikuhodo F01 to apply it. I just always reach for gold dust because I just love the Tom Ford gold dust. And even though I had Terra, I just didn't reach for it. But if I don't use it, it'll be a waste. So I've started to reach for it and I was pleasantly surprised about how much I really liked it. So there is Terra. For blush, I have this new blush that I received. This is the Rose Ink Cream Blush in Azalea. This is a very bright blush. You don't need a lot. I'm going to take my BK Beauty 106 and just kind of tap it in. That's how much I'm going to pick up. And I'm just going to tap it onto my cheeks. I think it's really, really pretty. The formula it's different. It's not like a straight cream. It feels kind of moussey, spongy. So it's a little bit different than other cream blushes that I've used. But I think it goes down just like any other cream blush would. It feels so weird. It almost feels like a lipstick. But there's the color. I mean, it is beautiful and it's a perfect shade for me. I really, really like it. But it feels weird. I mean, once you apply it, it's fine. But like if you swatch it, it's definitely different. For highlighter, I have these brand new Guerlain Meteorite travel powders. And they come in 2 different shades. So let me see. I have not actually used these. I got these, it's been a while, but I haven't used them yet. So I have Golden Shimmer and Mythic. So this is what they look like. They come in these cute little boxes. And then when you open it up, they're just so cute. So you can see here, there's like a little sponge. I don't really, like you can see, I just place that on my face with the sponge and nothing really happens. So what I'm going to do is you can open it up and then you've got the powder inside. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use one on each side and we can kind of see the difference. On my right side, I'm going to use the pink one, Mythic. And these do have the Guerlain Meteorite smell. And I don't really know, maybe these aren't highlighters. Maybe those are just like a finishing powder. I thought they were going to kind of be more of a highlighter, but that definitely was more of a finishing powder. Let's try Golden Shimmer. That one's probably, just by the name alone, looks like it might be a little bit more of a highlight. Oh yeah, there's definitely like glitter particles in there. All right, so I think these are more of a finishing powder. I would not call these a highlighter. Really, I had not played with these because I really did not. I really thought that they were like powder highlighters. They are not. They smell beautiful. I think that they left a nice finish on the face. So I definitely would use these as a finishing powder, and I think that they are really pretty as that. I always like to top my cream blushes with a powder blush. So I'm going to go in with Tom Ford Incandescent and just use that pink shade. I love topping cream blushes with powder brushes. It really helps it set down and stay and gives you a little bit a longer lasting period. All right, moving on to eyes. I'm going to play with this new Estee Lauder quad that I got in my mystery box. This is shade number 4, Desert Dunes. All right, I have not used an Estee Lauder eyeshadow in forever. So it does come with the plastic covering, and it also comes with the applicators. I'm going to take both of them out, and there is the quad. I'm going to take a Marc Jacobs, the crease brush, and I'm going to go into the light tan shade, and we're just going to place that in the crease. The formula seems really nice. I don't notice any fallout. It blended really nice. So far, no complaints. I'm going to take a Chanel shadow brush and go into the dark brown or black. And I'm just going to tap that on the outer corner. And very lightly blend that product in. I'm going to take a Sonia G Crease Pro and go into that black shade or brown shade also. This brush is a little bit softer and a little bit fluffier. So the placement of the product is going to be, I'm going to get a different, it's going to go on differently than with that other brush. So with this shade 2, I do not have any fallout, and I think it blends really nicely. I am not noticing any patchiness, and I am able to blend. I am going to take a Sonia G Worker, and I'm going to go into this glitter shade, and we're going to place that on the lower lid. And this is definitely like a topper shade, which is not my favorite type of shadow. I much prefer like a cream shimmer as opposed to a glittery topper shade. But that's just personal preference. That has nothing to do with this formula or this quad. It's just my preference in general. I take a Sonia G Worker one, and I'm going to go into that like bone kind of shade. And I'm going to take that underneath my eyebrow. And then I'm going to go back in to the brown shade with that same brush to kind of blend that crease. I'm going to go in with my finger and add some more of that topper shade I feel like you get more pickup with your finger than you do a brush. It just makes it really dark. And I actually, I was trying to like lighten it and it just made it darker. If I can take, this is a BK Beauty 504, A504. And that like light matte shade is just pretty much the same color as my skin, so it's not really lightening anything. All right, so I went ahead and swatched the quad. So here is that light shade, which I called like a bone. And then you've got that glitter topper, and look how, I mean, that's a beautiful swatch. It just doesn't apply like that in the eye. And then you've got the dark brown, almost like a ebony. And then you've got the like tan shade. I do think that these bottom two shades, these two mattes, they're really pretty. I would want to mix them with another quad just to get the look that I prefer. Again, totally personal preference. I mean, I think that the formula is really nice. And I'm not mad at the eye look. It's just a little bit darker than I would prefer. I'm going to go ahead and put eyeliner, mascara on off camera. I don't have anything new for eyeliner today. I'm going to use the Eye Cajole by Chantecaille, and this is in shade Black. This was gifted, so I just wanted to let you know. I do really like it though. And then for mascara, I'm going to prime my eyeshadow with the Dior Show Maximizer HD, and then I'm going to use the Chanel Le Volume. So I'm going to put those on off camera, and then we'll be back because I do have a new lipstick. Eyeliner and mascara are on, and now we are ready for lips. So the new lipstick that I have is this Rouge Velvet Allure, or Rouge Allure Velvet, and it's in shade 108. I picked this up a while ago, and I held on to it because it's got the little star, and I was going to get the Comet blushes, and so I was going to do a review all at the same time. I never ended up picking up those blushes, and I really want to use this lipstick. So it is gorgeous. I absolutely love the color. I'm not a huge fan of the formula, but I think this one might be a little bit creamier than the other one that I have. So we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to line my lips with the Chanel lip liner in shade number 164 Pavone. So that's what that looks like. All right, so let's give it a shot. That is bright. This is the first time that I've applied it on the lips. I've swatched it, but I've never applied it. It's definitely bright. I feel like it needs a gloss, but I did want to show you what it looks like before I go ahead and top it with a gloss. I think it would be long lasting. It just feels like it would be long lasting. I am going to go ahead and top it with the Sicily gloss in shade 7, which I think is called Venus. So that intensified the color for sure. But there you go. There's a finished look using mostly new to me makeup. What do you guys think? I'm a little on the fence about the eyeshadow. I had super, super high hopes, but if I'm being honest, I don't like the look that I created. These two shades, the dark brown and the light brown, are really pretty. I would just need to mix it with something else to get the look that I desired. So that kind of is a letdown. I'm actually really impressed with the foundation. The longer it sat on my skin, it looks better. So I am really impressed with the foundation. I'm gonna have to continue to play around with this concealer. I don't think it played well with the foundation, so I need to see like how I can use it. But I do want to continue to play with the concealer and see if I can get it to work. And if I'm being honest, I don't know about these little Meteorite travel powders from Guerlain. I think they're beautiful. I think they're really, really beautiful. But I was expecting more of a highlight and they're not. So in that regard, I'm a little disappointed. But they are beautiful and they smell beautiful. So there's that. Really impressed with the Rose Ink blush. Really, really impressed. I think this is a beautiful shade. The formula is a little weird, but I think once applied, it's beautiful on. And it's not sticky or balmy or tacky or any of that. So I did really like it. The lipstick. It's a little brighter than I thought. I like the lipstick, but I don't love the lipstick. And that's, I only bought one. I knew that the velvet formula wasn't anything that I was gonna like gravitate towards. So, but I did want to try it. So I did want to pick one up. It's not horrible. It's just not my favorite. And I just remembered I have this sitting here. So I have this Hourglass Soft Focus Setting Spray. Let's just shake it up. So we're going to shake it up and we're going to apply it. I don't really know what it did. If I'm being honest. So, I don't know. I use a setting spray a lot. It's the Charlotte Tilbury one. That setting spray is to kind of like keep my makeup on. I'm not certain that it's to keep your makeup on. It's supposed to kind of give it that soft focus, kind of like a flawless kind of look. I don't know that it did that. Let me know down below if you see a difference between before I sprayed my face and after I sprayed my face. We'll see. I'll keep playing with this. I don't really know. It's a little different, but we'll continue to use it. We'll give it a shot. I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.